Oh yeah, we are playing Shadow of Colossus.
Shadow of Colossus. This is like a 6 to 8 hour game. They should be pretty
Amazing.
8 hour
very
game.
cool.
Okay, so there's two paths. We can take this one or we can take the
Press
other one.
square.
I don't know. Maybe the one in the direction of the Colossus.
Oh wow, only my sword can show.
Yeah! I won! You did it!
Guys,
Great job.
yo, you can stand on your horse. Yeah. Oh no, that's hugging. I don't want to hug my horse.
Yeah, just make it.
How dare you?
He doesn't deserve hugs.
You don't deserve a life! I will eat you.
Anton, you wanna? This is a long segment.
Hey,
You wanna
so-
talk about how you failed to cook us dinner today?
Yeah, it was watery as shit.
Well,
Or yeah, no, it was watery as diarrhea.
First, but it was fucking like
Chorizo,
chorizo.
Oh my god, don't
Stir-fried
say
tacos.
chorizo, it's chorizo.
It's
That
chorizo.
Chorizo, yeah. Chorizo fucking
Yo, what is this?
flat tacos. And
It's
I
fucking
added
tostada,
too
you
much tostada, and I added too much water, so it just became a soup. And then I put it on the tacos.
It's
and
weird
they
how
made
much
it
like things there
soggy.
were in there, but how little flavor there was.
Yeah, it's like you could eat 5 different things and none of them would taste
Oh my
like
goodness.
anything.
It tasted
Keep
like
going forward
crunchy
at
water
this
with
point.
beans.
Yeah, that's
I swear to
100%
God.
correct.
Yeah, I mean,
You're not incorrect at all. Like 0% incorrect. What's your favorite movie, Jack?
my favorite movie.
Favorite movie?
Give me some time to mull over that.
I will.
So, there's this movie called About Time, and it's like, I'm not usually a fan of romance movies because they're predictable and stuff,
Yeah?
but this one, it's labeled romance on Netflix, but it's more about the characters and...
I am hat.
Yeah, so it's more about the characters and how they progress, and so it's this ginger guy who doesn't drink a lot of milk and he's very skinny, and he has the power to time travel, and it's been passed down generations of his family, but only men, and that's all that's ever said about the power. That's not the point of it.
What's the show?
It's called About Time.
So
And
it's
so
a
basically, yeah, there's this girl he's in love with. He gets with the girl, like, in the beginning of the movie, so the movie's not about, like, oh, let me get the girl and whatever. And it's just about, like,
Is this
him
on
going through his
Netflix?
life. Yeah, and he just, like, basically he rewinds time to, like, fix stuff, and then near the end of the movie, he learns to not do the... okay, hold on.
That sounds like the butterfly effect.
Yeah, so he learns to not
Oh, there it is.
rewind time for fixing
Guys, it was
purposes.
up on a hill.
Basically, he just
Oh.
goes through the day normally, rewinds time, and then does it the exact same way.
Oh, so it's Groundhog Day and the butterfly
But
effect.
voluntarily.
Ah,
Yeah.
alright.
And then he just, at the end of the movie, he's like, you know what? I'm just going to live day by day.
Oh, Jesus Christ, you almost got run
It
over
was
by
fucking scary.
Bojack.
Oh wait, do I? Oh,
Yeah.
I was right about.
So back to the 100 movies thing.
What's your
Yeah.
favorite movie then?
Well, I don't know. I'd have to say, I really liked American Pie was really good, actually.
Yeah, you told us about
Yeah.
that, which was surprising because it looks like a stupid teeny bop.
Yeah, well,
That's
it
exactly
sucks.
what-
It sucks that it has like 8 sequels, and I hate every single one of the sequels.
There
but
he is.
the original one is the premise is kind of funny. It's like a teen. I wouldn't say
Comedy.
rom-com. It's just a teen.
It's an
comedy.
early 2000s like teenage.
Yeah, and it's just about like
Fair.
four teenagers trying to get laid. But at the end of it, they it turns into like a thing about their friendship. And at the end of it, well, they all get laid.
At
but
the end, they all go to the convenience store and get a bunch of Virginity Rocks hoodies.
not even far off actually. At the
Oh,
end, they
no.
all go to a pizza shop, I think, and then they toast to their friendship.
No.
But yeah, no. So they're basically like, hey man, none of us are gonna talk to each other again. So that's I guess that's okay.
Is that what?
And then they stop, and that's just kind of
The Good Kids was like.
It's just
Yeah,
kind of alright.
that's what I was gonna talk about. Where
Good
they just
Boys.
like
Except Good Boys did it way worse.
Did you guys see
wasn't
Good
Good
Boys?
Boys bad except for that one like honest.
Yeah, the
Truth
problem with
at the
Good
end.
Boys is like
I saw
They-
Good Boys.
yeah, they
I liked
banked
it.
they banked way too much on the fact that they got kids to swear.
Oh,
Guys,
It's like that was 80% of the script was
It's up
just
here,
kids saying
and I
shit
don't know how
fart.
to get here.
this 6 to 8 hour game is
Guys,
turning
she knows
into
how to
a
get up here.
90-hour game.
Look, there's the gate, like
yeah.
right there.
So the 100
As
movies.
Keanu Reeves is trying to find the Colossus.
So the 100 movies thing is like I wanted to do something fun or yeah, just fun. And I wanted to culture myself, so I decided to look up top 100 movies, and I stopped on I forget the website, but a rather good website, or decently credible website. And then I just kind of wrote down.
I always just like started paying attention, and I'm like, 1, 2, 3 movie start.
Yeah, I just kind of wrote down all of the movies that they had on there, and now I have a list of like 100 movies, and I've been knocking them off lately. Currently, I have only watched Gladiator, The Big Lebowski, and
The Big Lebowski
Fight
sounds
Club.
like a really shitty meme.
It's a
Dude,
really
it's
good-
awesome. It's really good.
Where's my money, Lebowski?
That has almost nothing to do with the plot, honestly.
Yeah,
Well,
it's just like a funny
it's the
scene.
catalyst, but like he never runs into that guy again.
Oh, nice. So it was just, it's basically almost like the bear sucking the dick in The Shining.
Yeah,
I mean, it means
Actually,
something.
it's a dog,
No, that
yeah.
like it means a lot in the book, and there's a lot of like explaining. But in the book, it's such a stupid use of
in the
shock
movie.
value. It doesn't make any sense, especially if you
movie.
didn't read the book. Like, there's no way you can be like, oh, yeah,
Yeah,
Like,
that's
it was just a furry sucking off a guy, and you just had to deal with it and watch the rest of the movie.
Are you sure? It's
Yeah,
like,
the problem with
And they had a super zoom to it.
The problem with Stephen King movies versus books is that the books have so many pages to explain the dumb shit, and then the movie's just like, well, this was in the book, so here, you know?
I don't know. Isaiah really likes the Shining movie, and he's like, "Dude,
It's a
we
good
gotta
one."
watch The Shining." And then I was like, "Sick, dude! I heard
because
it was
if you look at it like a director's point
Yeah.
of view, like the style, the cinema
If-
style is different.
I don't
if
know,
you look at
it's-
if you look at it as not The Shining,
Like,
like,
one of the-
just a horror movie, it's good.
Like
literally
honestly,
every
it's more- it's
film
more like
critic ever
suspense.
disagrees with
Oh,
me,
here.
but I'm not a okay. I'll
Oh
take
no!
it
Like in
and
the
suffer.
beginning, it's
Yeah.
it's like up there somewhere.
I'm just not a huge fan of it. I don't know.
You're in the right area.
It just
you
doesn't
gotta
really
look for
do it for me.
Well, no, it's
I guess so.
So actually, it's funny because in the beginning when
I mean,
it
I'll
first came
try it
out,
again, but
critics
like,
really
Which is
like
a little-
hated the movie, and nobody really liked the movie.
Yeah, it was
like,
kind
way
of
later on.
Yeah, it was
Now it's
kind
like
of
a
like a
cult
cult
classic.
classic.
Yeah, now it's become like a cult classic over time.
can I can
But
stand
yeah,
on the
one
horse?
thing
What
I
the
so
fuck?
one thing that was cool about the movie is if like I
Why?
think it was just the style. So the draw
Vishnu.
suspense instead of playing
Vishnu.
music. They
Yeah.
had like the kid on like the little toy tyke just rolling around the hotel, and all you hear is the carpet and the hardwood floor. And
I think
somehow
I
that
would
made
like
it
the movie if it
suspenseful.
was just that.
Just
Yeah, just a kid riding a tyke all the way around a hotel
But
for
the mic
2
is
hours.
clipped onto the big wheel, and all you hear is.
That's actually a scene in the movie.
Oh.
But that's just what you want for the whole thing.
Yeah, like 2 hours of that.
Not terrible.
Yeah. Some modernists would call it art.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about that about art and like the fucking perception of that, because it's the fucking line
Why
with
did you
what's art. I don't know. I'm just gonna fucking ride around now because I don't know where it
Dude,
is
I was
or
just
how to
there.
get it.
It's fine.
it's up on a hill.
Yeah, let's just enjoy the landscape and talk about what's not art.
modern art.
Yeah. So basically, art is really weird because everybody says that, like, hey, art is subjective, just like comedy, blah blah blah, this, that, the other. But art is more like you have to be creative. You can't just express yourself and be like, I'm putting this shit in a museum, because like there is literally a painter who would shove paint up his ass, take a shit on the canvas, and everybody would be like, yay! But like it's not. I don't like no like. Vincent van Gogh, like, he painted cool shit, and he tried. I don't know if a severed pig's head that rots is fucking symbolic, and you come in and it's fucking artsy. Because there's an art museum with a severed head of a pig, and it's supposed to be cool, like, oh my god, every time you come here, it rots more and more, and that makes it cool and art. What?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
dumb.
Even worse, though, there's a German painter, I forget what his name is, or German, just an artist, I don't know what he does a bunch of stuff, and he was famous, and every time he produced things, everybody would love it, but, he hated his work, and so what he did is he's like, hey,
No, nothing. Keep going.
I was just gonna talk about,
Yeah, no, keep going.
poop.
Keep going.
Keep going about your
No.
No, please.
Let me be passive-aggressive about this.
No, say your thing.
Even though I interrupted you 700 times as well. Okay, anyway, so he just shit in a box one day. He was just like, oh, fuck it, I'm gonna shit in a box. He literally shit in a cardboard box. And lo and behold, everybody fucking loved it. And as a fuck you to his death, in the memorial museum of his I'm Stuck Now is just in the middle, the centerpiece is his box full of shit.
Amazing.
Alright, I can't find the Colossus, I guess we're fucked.
They say, oh no, there's so many funny things about, like, if you go to a modern art exhibit and you just put a thing on the ground, it'll eventually be framed.
Yeah, pretty
Like
much.
a guy put a pineapple on a table in a modern art exhibit, and the next time he came back, there was a glass case around.
I want some, just in the same flooring square.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think the difference. There was like a definition of modern art where it's like it's supposed to conjure the same like feelings you get from regular art, except now you don't know why you're feeling those feelings.
Yeah, it's so weird.
At a certain point, it's just the placebo effect. Like honestly,
Like everybody
I'm
else is like-
supposed to feel happy when I look at pineapple.
Yeah, they took a bunch of art critics. I'm pretty sure I told you this before, but they had a bunch of children just do a bunch of finger painting, and they put it on walls in a like professional art exhibit. They had a bunch of critics, like professional quote unquote critics, come and view the art. And then they're like, hey, what do you think? And then they went into deep detail, like, oh my god, I love the color and the fucking shapes are so beautiful. But it was like just finger painting that kids spent 5 minutes on and then thought nothing more of it. And it's really weird to think about.
Like how art critics are like, oh my god, I can feel what they felt, but they felt nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.